How is it going, everybody? My name is just Jared, but you guys can just call me Jared. What has happened today? Today has been a huge day as far as No Man's Sky news. An incredible day. Not really concrete news, rather Waking Titan stuff. I was at work while everything was going down. I was watching Cobra's stream. If you don't know, Waking Titan kicked off like no tomorrow. There was actual in-game No Man's Sky stuff to do that related to the ARG, coordinates that were given to certain places. Those planets had certain names, and then each name had like a capital letter in it, and then every next planet had another name of the planet with a capital in it. You put all of them together, all the capital letters in each name, and it spells out London. London is where the next live drop will be, which will be Saturday in London. Which I won't obviously be going to because, well, I don't live in the UK. I live in the US, in the South, where nothing happens. Anyway, so that happened. Once we got the London clue for the live drop, Element 5 unlocked. What is in Element 5? We have new audio. Is this in-game audio? We think this is new in-game audio. It doesn't really make sense for it not to be in-game audio because Element 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all in-game assets, right? We got the holograms of things in-game, and we got the other in-game audio. So this makes sense to be in-game audio, new in-game audio, and I don't even know. I don't know what to say about this in-game audio. You know, I always thought that this update was going to be huge, was going to be big. But what I've always said is all the past No Man's Sky updates, from Foundation, Pathfinder, whatever it may be, there's always a mass community who wanted certain things. Everybody wanted base building, everybody wanted vehicles, everybody wanted some sort of multiplayer, everybody wanted farming. So we knew generally what was coming with the updates. We know multiplayer is coming, but this has been a year they've been working on this update, so there's got to be tons of other stuff, but there's not that want anymore. There's not that focused want. There's not everybody wanting one thing. It's so many people, different groups wanting different things. So it's kind of hard to kind of expect or assume what we're going to get here with this update. And this just confirms that. I don't even know. I don't know what to tell you. Just listen to the audio and we'll try to talk about it. It's a little distorted, some things you can't really make out, but here, listen to it and check it out.
Solar glare caused frequent gas eruptions. Crew completed their work with minimal loss of life. Collected minerals highly valuable. Assisted Corvax with industrial mission. Salvage crew performed cleanup operation on nanite-infested abandoned buildings. Nanite bomb contained. Harvested valuable scrap. Found large mineral deposit during planetary survey. Collected significant volume of ore. Core mineral analysis procedure failed to note elevated radioactivity. Contaminated material loose in the hold. Components burned. Returned home to the fleet. Assumed formation of capital ship.
So, like I said, all of this dialogue, all of this stuff in-game is nothing even close to this exists in-game right now. Nothing. The only word that's even, you know, nanites. We hear nanites multiple times in there. We know what nanites are. Everything else, there's nothing that even compares to this audio in the game right now. I think a lot of this audio is talking about missions, co-op missions, and co-op things. Just exploring with people, being in a capital ship with people, other players, doing missions with other players, and I think all this dialogue, all this audio comes from doing that in-game. So let's talk about the audio. So first off, we get a bunch of jumbled mess that I can't make out, nobody can make out. Then we get solar flare caused frequent gas eruptions. Solar flare caused frequent gas eruptions. First off, let's point out this one thing that comes at the end. Assumed formation of capital ship. confirms capital ships. Those ships that we keep seeing, that we saw in the hologram, that we saw from Waking Titan, we didn't know what it was. We thought multi-crew ships, capital ships, something like that, where it's not as big as your freighter, but not as small as your ship, something that you can fly with other people. Somebody's on the gun, somebody's on the flight controls, whatever it may be. That was kind of what we speculated. Assumed formation of capital ship. That confirms capital ships. We don't know still exactly what they are, but it does confirm capital ships. Who knows what they do? Who knows what kind of gameplay mechanics they bring to the table, but they are in the game, and that's so dope. That's so exciting to actually have something confirmed. We don't really know what it does, like I said, but it's still confirmed. It's in the audio. Awesome. So if we take that assumed formation of capital ship and you keep capital ship in mind, now you've got another thing. Returned home to the fleet. What? Returned home to the fleet? You telling me we could have a fleet? Does that mean me, 3 of my other squad members, all have a freighter? We have our capital ship. Is that a fleet? I kind of think of a fleet as a little bit larger than that. Maybe not though, because right now when you're in No Man's Sky and a bunch of freighters warp in, that seems to be the amount, is 4 or less, and then a bunch of like little ships or whatever. Or does a fleet possibly mean we could have like 4 squads and that's our fleet? I don't know. But I don't know any of that. That's exciting though. Returned home to the fleet, that's such odd, so many gameplay implications, like we don't even know. So if you take the fleet, you take the capital ship into consideration, we talk about everything else, it kind of goes together. So, solar flare caused frequent gas eruptions. Maybe when you're flying around in your capital ship or wherever, a solar flare, which I guess is a thing now, causes something to happen, frequent gas eruptions, in your capital ship, and that causes problems. Somebody's got to go down there and fix it. You got to use like materials to keep everything, repaired, everything going. Who knows? Second line, crew completed their work with minimal loss of life. Crew completed? I mean, that could be NPCs, that could be alien races that you're hiring, that you're working with. Minimal loss of life? Players maybe? Could players die and that count as a loss of life? What are we doing? What work that a crew is going to be completing that risks losing lives? I don't know. I don't know what to speculate. Next line, collected minerals, highly valuable. Thank you. Please put rarity back into the game. Please make rarity actually mean something. Highly valuable, collected minerals. Can't wait. Next line, assisted Korvax with industrial mission. Missions. That's why I think this is mainly focused on missions. Assisted Korvax with industrial mission. So cool, dude. So cool, guys. This is... I just don't know. It's so weird because there's always ideas. There's always speculation. There's always something I can talk about. But this is so surprising to me because it's... With the Atlas Rises update, if we go back in time and you played the game before Atlas Rises released, and we were so surprised with the amount of content because we knew barely anything. This has been double that time period, and we know that this update is the biggest they've done. So we have to kind of be in that mindset. Well, we're gonna be surprised again because we were surprised before, but this is beyond the surprise. Like, all of this is what everybody wants, and that's so cool that it's a possibility now. Like, we know that this could mean what we want. Missions, co-op things to actually do, difficulty, a challenge, rarities, things to go after, things to explore with your friends and actually do with your friends. Missions, things to collect, things to work towards, new progression. This could be all of that. Okay, next line. Salvage crew performed cleanup operation and nanites infested the blank. We can't really hear the last part. Salvage crew performed cleanup operation and nanites infested the blank. So I think your crew could be alien NPCs. I think you can be... I'm imagining your 4-player squad on this capital ship or your fleet or whatever, or your freighter. You got your 4-player squad, everybody's kind of manning one area, and then you got your crew, which is a bunch of NPC alien races. Could happen, who knows? They performed cleanup operation. Okay. Don't know what that means. I imagine a bunch of Korvax just like with a bunch of brooms just sweeping, cleaning up. I don't know. Nanites were contained, harvested the valuable scrap. Once again, no idea. Found large mineral deposit during planetary survey, collected significant value of ore. This sounds like Mass Effect to me. In Mass Effect, you could survey planets and then locate mineral deposits and get a lot of materials that way. In the old Mass Effect games, this sounds like that to me. But what can you do planetary surveys from the ship and kind of? See, there's so much here. So why would you want to do a planetary survey from your ship to find large mineral deposits when right now in the game you don't have to do that? You just land on a planet and there's mineral deposits everywhere. Collected significant value of ore from space? From doing a planet survey? I don't know. There's so much, Large mineral analysis procedure failed to note elevated radioactivity. I don't know. I don't know what that means. Contaminated material loose in the hold. The hold of a ship? How did contaminated material get loose in the hold? You got me. Proponents burned. Returned home to the fleet. Assumed formation of capital ship. Assumed formation of capital ship. Maybe getting the crew ready? I don't know. And then it ends with collecting blank, and we don't hear the rest. Guys, this is insane. We're getting new news tomorrow. Tomorrow being Saturday. Saturday the 7th. 16 days away from the next update. 16. My phone keeps vibrating, my bad. 16 days. So they've got to do something. We know the live drops is happening. We know Tencent, the Chinese version of Steam or whatever, is having a live stream, and in the image that they tweeted or showed online has a picture of like a No Man's Sky ship and the Atlas, so we think they're going to be talking about No Man's Sky. There's some theories. Semtex UK, buddy, thank you. Big shout out to Semtex. I'll leave the link to his stuff in the description, by the way. He updated me with all these words that were in the audio. He updated me with his theory is that they're trying to get this ARG done because he thinks that Tencent, when they do the live stream No Man's Sky, they're going to talk a lot about No Man's Sky in the next update, and they want to kind of get this kind of wrapped up before then. Who knows? There's so much happening right now. This audio is so cool. It's a new AI voice. It's not the suit voice that we have now. It's totally different. It almost sounds like Elizabeth in game, to be completely honest with you. Elizabeth from Waking Titan, who died in the ARG. But this is insanely cool, guys. Let me know what you guys are speculating. Let me know what you guys think this could all mean. I definitely think it's a huge hint towards co-op, towards, being able to do missions and find valuable resources and actually progress and have some sort of difficulty and purpose in No Man's Sky, something to do with a lot of people. The coolest thing is returned home to the fleet. That just sounds so cool. Returned home to the fleet. Man, in 16 days, we are going to be having a blast. I cannot wait. Yeah. Also, as soon as this video goes live, I will be streaming on Twitch. So make sure you come check out my twitch.tv stream. Link will be in the description and in the comments. So come check out my stream. We'll be talking about all of this live. As soon as you are seeing this, I will be streaming. So check it out. It's going to be good. I'll do a stream for like an hour or two, something like that. We'll see. I don't even know. I can't stop smiling, right? It's so cool. Big shout out to Cobra as well for live streaming earlier. It was super fun. So many people. They had like 666 people when I jumped in. Oh my gosh, it was so cool to see him streaming and see the community so excited, man. So many people were jumping in. So many, OG No Man's Sky YouTubers, so many new YouTubers, so many other content creators, people I see on Twitter. A lot of you guys I saw over in his chat. it was a fun time. Even though I was at work, I was trying to catch up while I was on break and sneak away to get some looks at my phone to see what was happening and see how Koga's stream was going. I really wish I could have been a part of it, but hey, next time. I do have 3 days off for when the next update drops, so I will have time, that's for sure. Anyways, I've rambled on too much. I'm just super excited. Once again, shout out to Semtex for the info earlier. And that's about it. I'm gonna jump off and leave you guys with that. So like I said, check out my stream if you're interested, and I hope you guys have a good day. Until next time, peace out.